See somebody walking. Your name's not there. You want to just unmute, introduce yourself?
My name's Andrew.
All
I'm
good.
also working my W-2 right now, so I'm trying to listen as I do that. So
You
I'm
call
Andrew from Canada, investing in RV parks with my wife. We were at Squad Up in the past week, so I just fell upon you, so joining you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on. Now, how did you find the squad up?
Squad Up. Well, my wife fell upon Pace's Facebook ads, so we
Okay.
joined a Canadian group, and we were doing that. We were from Quebec, so it was based for French people, and it was kind of tailored to our market. And then my wife was like, check out Pace. And I was like, I don't know. He would seem kind of cocky at first. And then she's like, no, you have to watch the videos. And I watched the videos and it changed my perspective completely on him and joined
You
Sub
just talked
2.
with confidence.
We joined Sub 2 in January and we'll be closing our first RV park next week. So it's insane.
Wow, congratulations. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks for
Whereabouts?
partnering with some people from BC and the States as well. So it accelerates like I've never seen before. It's amazing.
That's awesome. And we're sorry, where did you say this RV park was?
And
Washington State. Nice.
I don't know if you guys deal in Canadian real estate, but I've found off-market RV park in Alberta, Canada. So my wife is going to be joining Pace next week in Arizona, and
Okay.
so going to present that to him
When she's going there in April, is that for the co-living or for the RV parks?
for the RV park. She'll be heading out, I think, on Sunday.
I was actually just talking to him today. He doesn't do one-on-ones. It was just I had to make it a joke, but it seems like the only way I'm going to be able to get anything in front of him is by me doing what you guys doing, showing
No,
up. It looks like I might have to actually just get a flight just just to have a one-on-one with him.
yeah,
But honestly, if you were there at Squad Up, you will see that it pays. It honestly it pays to be in these rooms, and it's well worth it. So the way I look at it now is, to me, it's not even a flight. It's just a opportunity to be in front of people that you need to be. Right? It's all about who you, not what you know.
exactly. Well, the Squad Up just seemed like continuous being at the right place at the right time. My partners were looking for an investor. They had a promise for $300,000. When I first got there at the event, they're like, that guy who promised us 300, his bank could only get him 100. So that left a $200,000 gap. And I was at
Okay.
Starbucks getting a coffee and I turned around and met one of the guys who helps Pace organize the events. And I asked him about his lanyard because he had an all access lanyard. And that opened the door to us talking. And then I introduced him to my partner, and my partner was able to secure that $200,000 just from me getting a $5 Starbucks coffee. So I complain about the Starbucks price because in Canada it's a lot cheaper, but well worth my $5 coffee. I can't complain at all.
Awesome. Just well, thank you for sharing. I'm very happy for you on getting the RV park that quick. Honestly, that's unheard of.
So
Like,
I'll tell you what really happened. We signed that email that Pace sends out for the don't share my material with anybody when you first sign up. So I signed that, and 4 hours later, my wife came to me and said, I think we have our first RV park deal. That's how fast it happened. I'm not joking.
so who's doing the work? You or your wife?
Oh, we both are. At the event, it was me networking. I've got that gift of talking to people. My wife is more of the numbers, cautious, analytical person.
Okay.
So no, it was just amazing. We're just being at the right place at the right time. It's being around the right people.
That's awesome. Again,
Yeah,
congratulations.
thanks. So if I want to get a deal in front of Pace, I talk to you.
No, you just go talk to Pace.
Yeah.
Anybody can talk to Pace.
Well,
I
I
was
set
just
up
I was
my
just
wife.
saying that I reached out to him and just saying how hard it is to get with him because he doesn't do one-on-ones and he says it all the time. But I literally wrote to him and I said I just have to shoot my shot. And he responded back saying you just got to come here or come to one of my meetups. And right there, I was just like, you know what? He's right. And whether it's with him or not, who knows? Maybe I show up there and there's somebody else that's willing to work with me.
Well, I made a little presentation paper for Pace that I gave to my wife, and she's gonna hopefully present it to him. Anyway, brother, I gotta go back to delivering, and I'll let you talk to someone else for a minute.
Sounds good, buddy. Again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on. Giselle, I see you're there. How are you, Giselle?
I'm good. How are you?
I am overwhelmed with the messages and emails. I did see your message. I'm not leaving you on unread. I just honestly, this is one of the reasons why I thought it would be a great idea to have a Zoom call, just to have everybody that's been wanting to either one talk to me about what they have going on. I know I missed a lot of people there at Squad Up that they said they wanted to speak with me, and then I just never had the time to. So this is just an opportunity for people to one come together, tell me how I can help them, or you know what, maybe somebody can help me. So the goal here is just to build a good community of people where we can all just piggyback off of each other. We're all here to help each other, and that's just my goal in this entire thing. So thanks for coming. Who else do we have here? My primo, my cousin, Nito. How are you?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I am doing.
Sorry, I just decided to be on listening. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I am doing better than I thought I would be doing. But tell me what you got going on. I know you've been trying to get a hold of me, man. I feel bad. What
It's
you
all
got?
good, man.
Yeah,
I understand. I'm learning through this real estate business. It's kind of people on the top, people in the middle, and people at the bottom. So when people start growing, becoming big, sometimes it's really hard to get hold of them. Just as you've ever mentioned about pace, right? So
yeah,
I understand that's why networking is really important in this business. So
it really is.
I just wanted to hear your experience because from the summit that you guys participated, I
Yes.
never seen you posting. Since you came from the summit, something must happen that posted you to start posting like that. So that's I just wanted to hear your experience.
No, no. Listen, and honestly, I would love to talk about it. I do plan on talking about it. I will probably wait a little bit more to see when people come on, but I also wasn't expecting for a lot of people to jump on because unfortunately, if anybody that's part of the sub two, Pace just posted a last minute jam session for the people in the community. So unfortunately, I am not expecting a lot of people to be here. But to answer your question, and thank you for noticing, it definitely means a lot to me. I went through a downfall, and for somebody who's always been posting the previous months, years, I stopped posting. A lot of people started to pay attention to that, and I never really wanted to talk about it because I wasn't in a good spot, nor did I even know where I was going to be or go. And that leads to a project that I am currently working on now, and I'm super excited to talk about. So the reason why you're seeing me post a lot, Nito, is because I have something that means so much to me because it speaks volume. And when I say a project, we're not talking about a portfolio. It's not a single family house. Without getting into detail, I cannot disclose the address, which you guys already know the reasons of it. But it is a 125 acres of property that I'm going to be developing into my absolute dream of a community. This community is going to be something that is going to make sense for people in rehab or people that are struggling for active addiction. At the same time, it has a room to expand to so much more. And it just means a lot to me because where I was and where I'm coming from now, the things I never had access to that I know now, I want to give it to those people because people who are going through some stuff, they won't reach out. One, because they're embarrassed, and two, they don't want to talk about it, right? So if I'm able to do something that I know is going to help somebody and benefit them, that's my goal. I'm not even thinking about money. I'm not thinking about how much money I will make out of it. I don't know. I don't care about the cost. My thing is what is it going to do and how is it going to benefit others? So to piggyback off of that, with me wanting to build a rehab retreat area, I want to also add to this one little area a rescue shelter home for dogs, for animals. Because with this, and everybody should know, anybody that follows me, I post my dogs. My dogs are my
Oh,
life.
yeah, I've seen that.
They are my life. I will take my life for them. And anybody that says I'm crazy, You just don't know what they do for us. They are different. They love you unconditionally and they don't ask for care and they don't expect anything in return. So what they give to us and what they do for people like me, this is where it all ties in to the active rehab people and the animals who are now pulling off the streets and giving them a shelter. Those two together will be so good for each other that they become now their emotional support animals. So now I'm taking the animals off the road. I'm now helping these addicts recover from their relapse, which we all know is going to be beneficial. So to me, it's just a win-win. And it just becomes a bigger thing where you can now do charity events, fundraisers. You can now do a whole bunch of sponsors, everything. There's so much that can go just in this one little idea of mine. This is just one little percentage of where I'm trying to go with this. And 125 acres, guys, it's not small. It's very big, right? So
Is that in US or Canada?
it's definitely not Canada. I'm trying to help the Canadians. I hope that I'm able to do so much to help them leave. I'm here to help the people that are struggling. I'm here to give people the answers that I never got. I had to go through so much and I had to find everything out on my own. I'm not to say, but when I asked people for help, I never got help. I had to do all the homework myself. I had to do the research. I had to spend the money, lose the money, do all that kind of stuff to get the answers and to be in the position I'm at today. So when I have people comment on it when I bought an investment, and I have my Canadians ask me, "Oh, how did you do that? Oh, can I do that?" When I tell them how to do that, they're not going to do anything about it. You know what I mean? So it's just like I don't want to waste my time telling people all the things that I had to go through when you know what you should go through it and figure it out because it wasn't easy. People think that everything was easy and handed to me when they don't know what happens between the good and all of the stuff before. I don't post about it. I held everything in. This is why we go through these ups and downs. This is why people become addicts because they just don't know how to deal with things. They don't know how to cope, right? So I don't want people to go through that. So there's just so much that ties into this community that Canadians, they don't know what's on the other side. And it is so much easier. It is so much better. There's so much more opportunity. Like Pace said about it before at the event that he came here in Toronto. We are forced to remortgage after 5 years. That is bullshit. It just doesn't make sense. We have to remortgage. We can
I
go
don't.
get a good deal. Go ahead.
I
Go
can
ahead.
attest to that. And all my friends are judging me for going into the US right now. And I'm like, you guys are not taking advantage of one of the best markets and the best opportunities. And after going to Colorado, you guys are amazing. You guys are almost more nice than we are. Like, I was so shocked and surprised. And like, it changed my mindset about America 100%. And I don't care what they say about it now. I'll just be like, you guys have no idea. And you're too afraid because all you listen to is the media and you get this pre-notion of what everything is. But now I've seen it firsthand and 360, it's unbelievable.
And people, they just don't care and they don't want to know. They'll always just judge it based on the easiest things and what they're told, but they won't actually do the homework. They won't do the research. And whenever they don't care about your victories. All they care about is your downfalls. People truly just don't want to see you succeed. And what I'm starting to realize with a lot of Canadians, unfortunately, if you're Canadian in here, I don't mean this against you because we're all on the same page of why we're investing in the States. But a lot of Canadians, I'm starting to realize, is they don't want to see you excel. They want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. And I've learned that a lot over the years. And my circle of friends who I thought were friends became so small because I started to realize that when I started doing good for myself, that support that I was getting from them declined dramatically. It was crazy. The people who I thought were true friends became my enemies. And it was only just because they did not want to see me do better than them. They actually loved it when I was going through my downfall. When I was struggling, they loved it because they felt more powerful. They felt like they were more ahead of me than when I was on top. So unfortunately, that's just how Canadians are.
Can I just say,
Most
Sergio?
Canadians, I'll say most Canadians. Sorry, go ahead.
Sergio, you know what? I would say what you just said is very true for many people. And I would say it's not Canadians. It's the way that we as human
Comment.
beings empower our own energy is by stealing others, and sometimes, most of the time, it's subconsciously. It's just the way we operate. So it's not just Canadians,
I
but
say
it's
Canadians because of experience. My
no, I know,
experience
but
with
how many
Canadians,
until now, how many Americans did you really experience in your lifetime, right? So it's really about people in general often do that. We often find ourselves gravitating towards people that we can actually suck energy from because it empowers us. And that
yeah,
is just the weak sucking the weak. It's a very typical thing and unfortunate. But many people, once you start getting strong, you don't even experience those people anymore.
nope, you don't, because you outgrow them and you start to
Exactly.
realize your
We attract
capability.
differently,
You really attract the people who you want to be,
who
and
resonate with you.
That's what makes the
want
journey
to
worthwhile.
Makes the effort of raising our own energy and our own vibration important.
absolutely.
And thank
Uh,
you for sharing your land plan. I'm so glad you're sharing it.
oh, we're only a quarter way there. There's so much more. If you guys want me to keep sharing, I'll share more. You guys are all
Good
ears, I
thing.
guess, right? I'm trying to see is if I can get you guys. I want to see if I can share you guys a screen. So I've been spending a lot of time in front of my computer, just focusing on this dream, this goal of mine. And alongside with what I already described, the development of the land, is I want to also bring a community for families to go to. So an RV glamping area where I will be hosting massive events. When I say massive events, I'm talking about concerts. And a goal of mine that I know I'm going to get is having performers like Jelly Roll, from his history, his background, what he's gone through, his journey. I know that if I get in front of him, which I will, he would be someone that would want to perform at a place that I'm going to develop where people can now camp at. So the money will come from the RV sites, but also the daily rates where people are coming for the events that are going to be held on the weekends. So now you have is your yearly campers or your yearly people staying in the RVs, and then you also have your weekenders. So that is where I'm going with this vision. I'm going all in, and I will tell you now, I am looking for anybody and everybody to be involved. The merrier. Again, I just want to have the right people with the same idea, the same drive, same goals, who are visionary like I am, but at the same time are able to help, if that makes sense.
That's for sure, man. As long as you got the vision, definitely people will show up. I think just to add the same, not exactly the same, but I have read a little bit about Eric Clapton. It's the guitar player from England. He had a similar story on him, and after making money, he was able to build those centers for recovery people, and he finances everything. But after a couple of years, people started noticing and they're starting to come together and contribute and help him as well. So I think you're on the right track, man. If you just start, and then people definitely gonna come along and support you.
Well, I hope that answers your question as to why you've been seeing me post a lot. Like,
Well, we have seen you went through that thing. I'm also somebody who's trying to learn about real estate. And just to go back on your point about people, I think the more you learn and you start growing, unfortunately, the people around you, they won't go the same way, right? Because I started looking at the single, right? And then I find somebody told me, well, why don't you do multi-family? Why? And then explain to me, then my mindset changed. And then now I'm learning about the US market, which is better than Canada. So my mind is changing again. So I just need now to put that into practice, right? So that's why sometimes this type of mindset, if you trying to explain to somebody who's trying to invest in single, they might not get it, right?
no,
So
definitely.
I think it sometimes you just gotta be patient to educate people, and then it's up to them to take the suggestions that you're sharing. If they don't want, then you keep on moving.
Not for them, exactly.
It takes time, but some people, just like Giselle said, it's natural. I have seen it around me as well, because people, not even people, I'll say family members, They want you to always depend. They always want you to come and beg. For some reason, people want to just to be on top of you and dominate and control. I think it's just a natural. Everybody just want to dominate. They want you to depend, and you have. And then when you stop, they're like, "What's going on?" And then when they see you doing better than them, it become all competition, or they start just hating on you.
Family does play a big role. I'll tell you that.
And you can't get rid of them. That's the thing.
I will make sure that I don't have anyone in. So I was making sure I don't have my family in here. I don't want to say anything when they're in here, but
that's why I like this thing about real estate networking. You always get to meet somebody who have an experience, and then you learn from it. Your connection. Well,
all right, it's too bad that everyone is not local and close by. Because I love this community so much and where my vision is, I'm going to now start hosting events at my house. I actually want to start hosting networking events in my place where we're able to help each other out. I want people to start bringing the deals and let's do the deals in person. I want to help people get these deals. I did 2 deals while I was at an event. While I was making deals.
Calling and then close the deal right away?
No, within the people that were there. That was my style. That was literally how I worked. And that was what brought so many people to my attention. So that was just me being me at what I know I'm good at, which is talking to people, figuring out what they have, where they stuck at. Well, hold on. Let me bring it back because I remember having a conversation that I had earlier with somebody who can help you out. Let me put you guys into contact. So I thought I was going to get 3, but I had 3 there, sold 2. Again, it's about being in the room with the right people at the right time, right? But is there anybody here struggling with anything in real estate that I could help out, or maybe somebody else can hop on here and say a couple things? No, that's okay. Well, Nito, you don't have a deal. I thought you had something going on that you wanted to talk about, or you just wanted to know what I had going on.
No, I just think
we gave people opinion, the opportunity.
I'm curious
Here.
why.
Go
I'm
ahead,
curious why you're
Andrew.
not doing any deals in Canada. I have an opportunity to do a deal in Canada, and you mentioned you wouldn't drop another dime in Canada. Why is that? And should I be rethinking my strategy? Why?
No, so don't ever do what I do because you're not me and I'm not you. What works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. Everybody's situation is different. There's reasons why I don't want to invest in this country is because I have been through the ringer here and it just leaves a bad taste in me. I'm trying to put myself back in the States. I lived in Houston back in 2019 to 2021. I only came back because the visa didn't come on time. And I am dying to go back because the lifestyle there is so much different than it is here. I see the way things are going, and unfortunately, they are getting worse by the minute. I say this because my parents came here as immigrants, and for my parents as immigrants to tell me that things are worse here than they were back home says a lot. My parents were immigrants, and many other immigrants, they want to go back home. So why would I want to stay? Why would I want investment in here? To me, I don't care about the money. It's more about the lifestyle, right? So that's my reason. So I'm not telling you not to do it.
Where are you right?
Toronto.
No, that makes sense. It's just I have an opportunity. I just signed a park in Washington State with some partners, and now I'm looking at a deal in Alberta. And so I'm just curious why. I just want to understand you a bit better. So
Yeah.
I have family in Toronto. So next time I come to Toronto, if you're still around, let's do a meetup.
Oh, 100%. Buddy, I would love to, man. But this deal that you have in Alberta, what is it?
It's a 90 pad park. 90 pad park, potential optimization to 10 more, 3 cabins, campground style on a lake in between Edmonton and 50 minutes from West Edmonton Mall. Potential of seller financing for the down payment. He's asking 4.1, which is a bit steep. Doesn't make sense in my financials when I underwrite it. It would make more sense at 3.1. We'd make some cash flow. But so I'm just trying to, my wife's going to propose it to Pace when she goes to see him next week. And basically, I want to know what strategy he would use to propose to the seller. The seller is in the Bahamas right now. He's a 60-year-old man. His wife has MS. 2 kids don't want to take over the park. He's got parks in the US. He wants to offload the Canadian park. So I'm thinking there's potential to get his other parks when he wants to fully retire. But I'm just creating that link right now. So, and the relationship. So That's where I'm at.
You got the right idea, and the way you're going with this is definitely in the right direction, meaning building a relationship with him, taking over one, even if it doesn't cash flow that you want, you're thinking long term, where when he retires, he already doesn't have the people that want to stay with it. Well, hey, you bought this one from me from Alberta. Would you be interested in taking over my portfolio? Absolutely. And where are they? They're in the States, right? So you definitely got the right idea there. But if you don't mind, you said you underwrote this one in Alberta. What was your cap rate?
Cap rate's around 8%. It's not bad, but at 4.1, my mortgage would be paid. I would just be paying him all my income. I'd be making about 27 and a month, and I'd be paying him like 26.5, I think. But
So here's my idea. You said that there's room for growth, right?
yeah, there's potential to rent to ski-doers in the winter too, so there's
Okay.
potential there.
So why don't you offer him what you want with numbers, or you could even, again, do what you want, but you could offer him what he's asking for, but you can tell him that you don't want to have any payments going towards him for 12 months until you're able to stabilize the add-ons, right? So you're going to add 10 more. You need time to add that where you can't be paying him his payments. So if you're able to give him what he wants at closing, whatever that down payment is, but no payments for 12 months, which allows you to increase the rent, add whatever it is that you need to do, right? So you're doing all these value adds to then increase the cap rate. Like that, you can, I think, make a better deal. What do you think?
Some great advice. Thank you. I'll take that to the bank.
There you go. If you do need help on it, man, when I say I don't want to invest, that's me, right? But I have people that might actually want to invest in this, right? So don't just, when I say, oh, I don't want to invest, don't just take my word for it. There's other people that will invest. It's just when you're talking directly to me, that's just my choice, right? But I would love to still help you out. I would even,
Yeah, I understand.
I'll underwrite this deal with you if you want. Whatever it is you need, I will help you out with. That's what I'm here for. And if it makes sense, who knows? I might even partner with you.
Cool. All right. Sorry, I'll
That's
be in
something.
touch.
That's all good, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, you're good, Jameer. You good?
Yeah,
No
oh
question?
man, I'm blessed, man.
I appreciate it,
I'm
man. Thank you so
blessed. I'm
much for coming
good
on today, man. I appreciate it.
for sure. I actually just had a call with a broker earlier today.
And how did that go?
So I got some deals to underwrite this weekend.
Did you get the portfolio from me, by the way?
I did. That's why I said I got some deals to underwrite this weekend.
You got a lot of work to do, buddy.
I do.
And
Tax season, so
just to let you guys know, I just sent Jameer a $14 million portfolio to underwrite.
Wow.
Got some crazy things going. Actually going to be one of my partners, my main partners, Jameer himself, and Minnie, who's also in this call. She is the organizer of everything and anything I pretty much do from here on out. She's who keeps me in lines. I have never met anybody so driven and so organized in my entire life. I thought I was organized until she came across, and I am just falling apart without this lady. So I really appreciate these two. So if you guys ever see them, please thank them for everything that I'm providing, because if it wasn't for these two, none of this and what's going to happen would happen. What do you have for us, man? Fill us in. I want to help you out. Let's do something.
You guys are talking about millions. I'm still in the hundreds. You guys are talking about millions. I'm still in the hundreds.
Yeah, but you know why? Because you're thinking small.
Yeah.
about to say
You got to change that. You surround yourself with the right people. You are probably in the wrong circle. Put
Yes.
yourself with people who are thinking big so that you could think big with them. You ain't going to get where you want to get by yourself. Take my word for it, because I was like that. I thought I could do everything and anything by myself because how driven I am as a human being, how competitive I am, as just that is just in my nature, it's in my blood. But guess what? It stops somewhere. But with a team and a good, solid foundation, you can get there quicker and a lot easier, less stress. So stop thinking like that, Nito, and start thinking big. I support you on it, and everybody else in here will support you on it too.
You're right on that. I've definitely did already. It's just I'm working on. I've also, just like you were saying about investing in Canada and US, going back to that as well. You just learn it better. Well, my experience, it's almost just like you. I was able also to live in US for a couple of years.
Yep.
definitely saw the difference when it comes to investing and getting loan through bank. It's way easier than here. I was able to go to the bank and get a loan for 20K just like that. And here I can't even qualify for, just because you know some late payments on your credit score. So definitely was able to see the difference. Got some property, he's singles in fourplex, partner that I'm kind of on getting rid of those.
And these are all in Canada, right?
Yeah, discover how easy that is to invest in US. So I've been trying to see to work at if we can sell the property we have here and then switch the capital to the US. But unfortunately, the market's being that good for singles right now. So I'm just seeing maybe until the summer things can get better and then just sell them and get the because that's what for me was a little bit disappointing. You put the down payment and there's not much cash flow. You're just praying for the appreciation and there's nothing there. The money just sit there.
You aren't the only one, though. A lot of people went through the same stuff. I'm one of them, right? So, thing is, we can't wait for the market, right? You just have
Yeah.
to look for the right deals. And now we have people like, man, the stuff I know now. If I only knew this a couple of years ago, I would not be in the position I would be in right now. But I'm so happy that I had all those fails. I'll say they were failures. I'm so happy they happened to me because if they didn't, I would still be where I was at, stuck, and just trying to figure it out. So I'm happy I lost what I lost because now I'm able to give back to people in the ways that I never got back. And I know the questions that people are afraid to ask because I never asked them. And I know the questions that people want to ask. So, yeah, you just have to, buddy, reach out, man. I'm here for you. There's a lot of people that are willing to help you out, but they won't help you if they don't know. It's just
Yeah.
unfortunate. We're waiting for something to happen to us, but it's like, what? We don't know. So unless you don't talk about it, unless you don't ask for it, you're gonna keep circling back to where you are now. That's just that truth. I had to literally let go of my ego and realize that I need help. So I reached out, and when I got help, when I reached out to people, man, shit changed. Like I'm telling you, my life did a 360, and I can't thank everybody enough. It's crazy, and I hope this makes sense as to what I'm trying to build. One, stop thinking small, and two, you gotta reach out. If someone doesn't have an answer, go to somebody else. Keep asking. Stop chasing the yeses and start chasing the nos. That's another thing I had to do, and that changed my wholesale game. As you guys know, like wholesaling, I was always defeated by these nos, and it would destroy me because I was chasing the yeses. But when you start setting a goal and start chasing and saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go after 50 nos today rather than 5 yeses." Every time I got a no, it was actually exciting. I got a no, on to the next. I never realized how many yeses I got in the middle of all of it, trying to get to my 50 no's. It's so crazy the way things happen when you start changing the way you think, your mindset. It plays a huge role. So change that. Like, improve. Please reach out to me. I not to say I didn't go through everything, but I don't want anybody to ever go through or struggle the way I did. And I am just genuinely just wanting to reach out to people and help out. So hopefully that helps, Nito.
For sure.
Lisa,
sure.
just popped in. Hello, Lisa.
Hi, sorry. I was building our business, so I just
Talk to me. What's going on?
Well, we're in owners club and just paired up with Pedro and myself from Canada and Michelle Ellis from Texas. And we're building out, we're on the level 1 pathway to help people get income quickly. So Pedro and myself live in different cities, but we both run janitorial and construction cleanup businesses. And so Pace has asked us to team up with him to build out 500 in the next 24 months. We're going to go quite that fast, but we're building it out. So forming our business, getting it, legal jargon and making sure we don't want to be a franchise. We want to be more of a license, right? But just to get people, a month starting with us, some money in their hands and help them. I have like over 30 years experience in this realm. And Pedro has got like definitely more elevated and automated than I am with his business. And he just landed $1 million contract when we were in Squad Up last weekend doing
That's
construction
awesome.
cleanup.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Being consistent in that. But I wish I'd have caught more of your story on the front end of the call. And
Okay, we just do it one-on-one way. Like I'm
yeah.
open to, honestly, I just love talking to people. Just at the moment right now, and I'm being honest with everybody, I did not expect for me to be so like I was not
Hmm.
expecting this. There are so many people I didn't get to meet that I wanted to, and I feel terrible. So it's okay. There's so much time to go. I would, yeah, more than happy to share with you my story that I have. Michelle's actually somebody who I did talk to about. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting her on here one
No,
day.
I already did it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
My partner, I talked to Connie. She wants to, one of your people I can connect and
You know, because I want people from Canada to understand something that they don't know. And it's because they're just misinformed, they're misled, and they're just not properly educated. In the business aspect, I have lost so much money because I was not properly educated. But if we have people like Michelle, yourself, and Connie who have built something, and Connie has Vault that has all of the things that you need, me thinking like how I can bring these together, put this in front of people who will have questions, and I just want to put the right people in the right rooms, and I'm going to take the opportunity myself to do that. I'm all ears if you want to talk more, and yeah, thanks for coming.
yeah, just been good. Lot of learning. I probably entered in a little prematurely because I explain it. You're in the right room with your tribe and the aptitude of people. They're just next level, which is good because it pulls when you are like those is 5 people that you hang
Oh
with,
yeah,
right?
you attract,
And
yeah. Well,
you
yeah.
tracks. So it's great book if you guys want to read. If it's a really short one, you can audible it. It's called Tribe of Millionaires. And it talks about those close 5 people in your life. And it's a month ago from Jesse Stanton, former lieutenant of the Air Force. Was in Owners Club last year, but he's gone off to put his own business. So excellent book, guys. If you want to just know how important the environment that you're in can elevate you and scale you fast.
Oh yeah, people don't
Yeah,
know. Like I have no idea,
they
and
don't.
it is so crazy. Like let me ask you, Lisa. So you are working with Michelle and somebody else you mentioned. Are you looking like? Are you guys buying stuff right now?
We're not buying. Well, we eventually will, but we're just building. Work
Okay.
with city partners, people that want to business in the U.S.
Okay.
and we're partnering with them and giving them our scripts, procedures, and teaching them because some people have never owned a business. They don't have the foggiest idea how to start it and do it legally. And because we've just been doing it so long, just catapult them to do it the right way and not figure it out. Like when I started, I plain as I
Mhm.
went, and I've been doing it for 30 years. Just yeah, as I go, where yeah, I could start somebody making money within a month.
You
You know,
could.
you know, yeah. Michelle, of course, is a business broker. So if you're looking more at buying in a plumbing company or anything, then she knows the proper protocol, how to, and exactly what she's doing, building out a nationwide business for us right now.
Yeah, I told her that I'm
Mhm.
trying to buy a gym in the States. So I'm just doing things the safe way in the States, which I'm sure everybody here knows the E2 visa. And I think the right way now is just acquiring a business that's already established.
Mhm.
It's just a lot easier. And I'm not just trying to find one that's seller finance where I could just over to me. I told her, I'm like, just find me a gym. And she asked me why. I just told her, just it's a hobby for me. It's not a job. So if I'm able to acquire a gym where to me, when I show up, it's not working. I'm just here just doing my thing. It will be a lot easier for me and I will get to enjoy it more and it will allow me to actually do other things, right? Because I won't have to give my whole focus to that. if you guys come across that opportunity, please send it my way. I'm ready to go.
And what you love, I think for me, makes your feet hit the floor. And into Owners Club last year, we were to work on our Mount Everest, and you're feeling a little bit of pressure, like, what is my Mount Everest? Sometimes you don't know that, but you keep moving, you keep watching. And like, you would have asked me a year ago, would I be building out a nationwide a cleaning service chain? I would have laughed. There's no way. You know what I mean? I wanted to do something different, I think, initially, but it's what I know how to do. And I can without not working in the business, but consulting, which I think at my level, how long I've been in the business, that's be expected, right? And to give back. So for you, like, I love going to the gym too. So it's like walking in, you can do it with your eyes closed. It's your environment, right?
It's
You
where we
love
feel
it.
most comfortable.
Yeah.
Are you actually? I never asked you. Are you local here to Toronto?
No, I was born in Toronto, but I'm from north of Vancouver in British Columbia. Diversified, but I know Connie says she's hosting meetups there for you guys as well. And yeah,
Yeah,
love to
she's going to be leaving us.
fly buying med spas, Portugal. So yeah, it happened in this realm. And it's when you get in a realm like this, you're like, wow, I could see myself doing that. You wouldn't even know she lives somewhere else. So
It's
it's
honestly,
cool.
you saying this is very cool. I'm the type of person that I would do anything and everything for just a stranger, but I never got anything in return. So I grew to believe that nobody wanted to help me. I was never good enough until I started getting around these people within this community. And Squad Up was unbelievably something I needed to experience for myself, because it was just to confirm that there are people who just want to help. And I have to accept it. And we have to start learning to accept the help. People just want to help. They don't expect anything in return. And like you said, just being around people who just resonate with you, being in the right rooms. I am so happy that this has all happened to me. And I think I'm more excited to share with people my personal story, to have people understand where I came from and what I have gone through and why I am so to talk about this and keep talking about it more. So happy about it. I've never found myself so happy about talking about something that just felt so good to me. And I think it's just because I want people to understand, like, good people there. There are good people. Maybe not as much as there is bad, but there are really good people out there. So again, like, I really do want to thank everybody for coming on here. This means so much. I know it's not a lot, but this is going to grow, and we're just going to keep doing this.
It's, showing up, reaching out to Michelle and Connie, like, just I met you at Squat Up. I'm like, oh, I can take care of that for him because I know him. He's one of us. And that's kind of how this culture of this community is, right? It's just it's so different from the mainstream world. And it's odd at first because you're like, is this for real?
It's good to be true.
Yeah, it is. But there are real deal. There's no, but be friendly, have to, like, little partners. Like, I know you have your partner. Are you with Daryl and Daniel, Sergio, or are you solo, or are you
I am a
affiliated?
solo.
Because
I am a
you're
solo
solo.
company that works for everybody, and
You're just
that's why I'm
helping them.
so
Okay.
busy.
You can explain the community. It's like speed dating. If you were to get a partner and partnering with people, you do elevate and advance quickly, but
Yes,
don't be in a rush to do that, because getting in a partnership is like, it
absolutely.
really
You have to
is.
know what you're getting
Take your
involved with.
time. Yeah. Making sure you're both aligned. It's like, I hire people in my business that have the same values as me. So that part takes, time to cultivate, but you wouldn't know that unless you put yourself out there to meet them, right?
Yep.
Get to know them. So yeah, this is good. Yeah.
And anything that you guys need, please reach out to one another. Reach out to me. If I can't do it, I will get somebody that can. Thank you guys again.